For some students, first-time renting experiences may be their worst.
An MSU Moorhead Student Senate member is responding to rental concerns by asking students to send in their horror stories.
So there have been some stories that have definitely just made my blood boil.
An email response in Ashley's inbox told the blood-boiling story of Jordan Ness.
I mean, it just sucked because I would never come fix anything. I guess I just responded right away.
Like many others, Jordan has been faced with his fair share of renting problems.
Well, the roof leaked pretty bad for quite a while. The basement windows, none of them are really sealed, so our basement was kind of flooded for a while. And it's still not really fixed, actually.
And as if that's not enough,
He went out, and they told him to call back at 10 the next morning. So we had to sleep here when it was like 45 degrees.
but the biggest problem came as quite a shock for Jordan and his roommates.
Well, it was this wire, this orange one that's taped off now, but it was like jammed back. It was either up here or down here, I don't know. But I don't know, it was dark, so I reached in and grabbed it. And it shocked me.
The landlord's solution? An orange piece of tape, which Jordan says is the only thing keeping himself and his roommates from getting a little shock every time they reach for their ramen noodles. And although for Jordan, being right next door to MSUM is convenient,
I like living so I can walk to campus, but I'd rather live in an apartment and not have to deal with all this.
a commitment to a lease is the only thing keeping Jordan from waking up from this renting nightmare.
Campus News attempted to contact Ness's rental company, but they could not be reached. A few weeks ago, we brought you the story of an MSU Moorhead student who was facing problems with his rental company. Jordan Ness told us of his rough first rental experience, and that's all about to change. Ness's problems left him wanting out of his lease, but facing an $800 fee. There were drafty windows, a leaky roof, and the heat would shut off randomly. Ness says the last straw for him was when a wire hanging in a kitchen cupboard literally shocked him. The rental company's solution was a piece of tape covering the exposed wire. After talking to his landlord, Ness told us the news.
So I went in and said I wasn't going to pay rent for the month. He said, okay. So, yeah, then he said we could move out whenever we wanted, so we're going to move out in April, I guess. But, yeah, super big relief that we don't have to worry about paying all summer and worrying about this stuff.
Ness says when looking for his next place, he'll be much more careful and do his research before putting his pen to paper.